Welcome to part 2 of It's Never Too Late to Have a Happy Childhood. That's a line from a song by Marshall Chapman from 1991, and it includes the words, "It takes lots of courage just to be who you are. So do what you love, not what they say you should. It's never too late to have a happy childhood." Part 1 didn't have a couple of songs I wanted to include. The first is The Teddy Bear's Picnic, a favorite of mine. The melody is from 1907 and the lyrics from 1932. If you go down to the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, you'd better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was will gather there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, catch them unawares, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gad about. They love to play and shout. They never have any cares. At 6 o'clock their mommies and daddies will take them home to bed, because they're tired little teddy bears. And since this is a sing-along video, it's appropriate to do this one. The More We Get Together, a traditional American folk song from 1679. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we sing together, 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 the more we sing together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we sing together, the happier we'll be. Yankee Doodle was created by a British physician to mock the American soldiers, a ploy that backfired as it was embraced by them as being patriotic. That happens a lot with taunts. You never can tell. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. God Bless America was written by Irving Berlin in 1918 during World War I. And revised by him in 1938. It's the signature song of Kate Smith. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. So those songs didn't make it to part 1. Now I'll just go back and do a little historical tidbits about the songs in part 1. She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain is a traditional folk song adapted for railroad workers in the 1890s. It has been recorded by many since the mid-1920s, including Tommy Tucker, Bing Crosby, Pete Seeger, and Neil Young. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. coming round the mountain, she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Oh, Susanna was written by Stephen Foster in 1848. Oh, I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. I'm going to Louisiana, there my true love for to see. It rained all night the day I left, the weather it was dry. The sun so hot, I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean is a traditional Scottish folk song. My Bonnie lies over the ocean, my Bonnie lies over the sea, my Bonnie lies over the ocean, oh bring back my Bonnie to me. The Muffin Man is of English origin, first recorded in 1820. Oh, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man who lives in Drury Lane? Skip to My Lou is an American frontier song from around 1844. It's all about dancing and choosing partners and losing your partners and having some silly lyrics also. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou, 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 skip to my Lou, 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 skip to my Lou, skip to my Lou, my darling. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, 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 flies in the buttermilk shoe, 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 flies in the buttermilk shoe, 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 skip to my Lou, my darling. Row, row, row your boat dates back to the 1850s or earlier. If you're in camp, you may have sung it as a round when there's lots of people and you can choose groups. But it's also an exercise movement. Just sing it faster and faster each time while you're rowing. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Sing it faster and faster. Get some exercise. On Top of Spaghetti is from 1962, and it used the tune of On Top of Old Smoky. On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. And it rolled out off the table and onto the floor and went out the door, and you can make up your own verses for that one. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. The lyrics are from an early 19th century poem, and the tune is French from 1761. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Mary Had a Little Lamb was first published as a poem in 1830. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. There's a whole story with this song, including having the teacher put it out after it went to school. I was always sad when that happened. Oh, Where Has My Little Dog Gone is from 1864. Oh, where has my little dog gone? Oh, where can he be? With his ears cut short and his tail cut long. Oh, where can he be? Hush Little Baby is a cradle song from the South, collected in 1918, so it's probably much older. The full version of that, in fact, all of it, can be heard in part 1. Polly Wolly Doodle was performed in New York's Bowery in 18 43. Oh, I went down south to see my Sal, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. My Sal, she is a spunky gal, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well, my fairy fair. For I'm going to Louisiana for to see my Susiana, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Rubber Dolly is said to be a World War I marching song that was used for jumping rope in the 1950s. It was recorded by Ella Fitzgerald on a 78 RPM Decca record, one of those with the purple label. My mama told me if I be goody that she would buy me a rubber dolly. Now don't you tell her I kissed a feller, or she won't buy me a rubber dolly. How Much Is That Doggy in the Window was a #1 hit for Patti Page in 1953. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. My Darling Clementine is an old Western folk song from 1884. In a canyon, in a cavern, excavating for a mine, dwelt a miner, 49er, and his daughter Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. And there are many verses to that with a whole story involved. The Happy Wanderer was written for a 1953 musical competition in Wales. I love to go a-wandering along the mountain track, and as I go I love to sing my knapsack on my back. More of that in part 1. London Bridge is based on a popular poem from the 18th century, but the origin may date back to the Middle Ages or beyond. This seemingly innocent song and game that involved trapping children at the end may have a sinister historical meaning, according to historicmysteries.com. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Ring Around the Rosie is another song with a rich history. It may be of pagan origin, refer to the Great Plague, or describe dancing fairies. It first appeared in print in 1881. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush is from the mid-19th century. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush so early in the morning. And then it has different stanzas to wash your face, comb our hair, brush your teeth. And there is a version that says, on a cold and frosty morning. Pop Goes the Weasel. The original British version was published in the 1850s and may have been about a pub called the Eagle. The American version was first published in 1914 and said to substitute mulberry bush because it had the correct number of syllables. Three Blind Mice, the original version of this song, is said to be about the Catholic-Protestant conflict of the mid-1950s in Great Britain. The modern version dates from the beginning of the 19th century. And this is Kristen Boyesen in Bedford, Ohio. Hoping you enjoyed this sing-along and a little bit of history about our childhood songs. Check out my YouTube channel for more videos and sing-alongs. KristenBoyesen. Thank you for singing along.